Hi, my name's Mr. Schotland, and welcome to Introduction to Economics. We start every class with a warm up activity, and here's one for you. What is economics? Well, let's consider this scenario. Let's say that after school, you go to a store for a snack. You have only $1, but the soda you want costs a dollar, and the chips you want cost a dollar. So you have only $1, and the stuff you want costs $2. What can you do in that situation to get what you want? If you could please pause the video here and think for a second, maybe discuss. Now you could unpause and I'll show you all the great ideas that your children came up with. Your children said you could buy only one item or get a loan, work more and save money, look for a cheaper price elsewhere or at another store, look for an alternative. Maybe get the water instead of the soda. Buy a smaller size, clip coupons, share with a friend, sell something you have, trade, barter, or exchange something you have. I even had a student say that he would trade in his younger brother. So you could negotiate. You could invest in a bank or stocks and wait for your money to grow. You could buy one of the items, sell it at a higher price, and then buy the other item. Buy a lottery ticket, buy on installment. And I have even had students say that you could steal it. All right. And we say, okay, but economists look at costs and benefits. What would the cost and benefit of stealing the chips be? And we have fun with that. So, what would you do in that store scenario and why? Your choices depended on what? And lots of times our choices depend on how much time we have, how much money we have, and other factors. And this is what we do in economics. Economics is the study of how people get what they want, in this case, a snack, given that their resources are limited. In this case, you only had a dollar. And this course focuses on two very important limited resources, our money and our time. And time is, of course, especially important senior year and in college. Should you waste your precious resources, such as your time and money? Of course not. So the key question is, how can you spend your time and money well? And that's what we work on all year long. As for our content, our key units and key questions are as follows. In the introduction unit, we learn how can I think and analyze like an economist, and I teach the students 11 economic principles. Unit 2, we look at 10 famous economists and important economic systems. Who are the most famous economists? Why? And we look at capitalism, communism, and socialism. Unit 3 is macroeconomics. We look at the US economy as a whole and we focus on taxes. Why do we have taxes? Who pays them and how much? Should taxes go up? Should taxes go down? What are the costs and benefits of that? We look at the income tax, property tax, sales tax, cap gains tax, etc. Then we look at spending. Now that the government has our money, how do they spend it? And we look at military spending, healthcare spending, social security, the debt, and the deficit. We have a lot of great debates. The next unit is personal finance, and the key questions are how should I manage my money? How can I be financially secure? I walk the students through a financial life. We start with credit cards and debit cards and banking. And how do I get a car? And should I rent a car? Excuse me, should I lease a car? Should I buy a car? How do I get a house? What kind of house should I look for? What kind of home? And of course, we talk about stocks and bonds and investing in the stock market. We end by looking at the retirement and the end of their life. We look at Roth IRAs. We look at 401ks. That's the end of the unit. The next unit is entrepreneurship. How can I start a business? And how does a business work? We talk about corporate funding and corporate finance. We talk about sales, marketing, accounting, advertising, management, and the students write a business plan. The next unit, time permitting, is development economics. Why are some countries richer than others? And what can we do to decrease world poverty? We talk about the world economy today. How does it work? And we talk about the costs and benefits of globalization. We end the course talking about the world economy tomorrow. How can we grow and become richer while at the same time not destroying our environment? As for the skills, students learn how to think and analyze like an economist and how to do an economic analysis, especially focusing on a cost benefit analysis. We learn how the US economy works, how the world economy works, and how the stock market works. And there's a lot of critical thinking. Students learn how to interpret and evaluate statistics, reports, the media, and politicians' claims. Lots of discussions and debate, reading comprehension, and public speaking. As for our class routine, every day starts the same way. There's a warm up, and meanwhile, I take attendance to not waste time. And then we go over tonight's homework. I explain it to them, I show it to them. Your child's homework is on Google Classroom. Your homework for tonight is to please discuss this class with your child and have a discussion. How's it going? Then we go over today's homework. We learn from our mistake. We go over old work. We talk about current events and what's going on right now in the economy. And we review last class, and then there's new material. As for contacting me, here is my email and my phone number. About me, I'm from Washington, D.C. I attended Amherst and Harvard. I have my master's in Russian studies and master's in education. Teaching is not a job for me, it's my passion. I've taught and coached for about 20 years. I'm married. We have 3 kids. I love history, eating, traveling, sports, chess, and teaching your children. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you.